Hello, I'm on a rock slabbing kick lately, so today I'm going to slab up some Yooperlites. So I have three that are going to hit the saw. These two are polished. You might have seen my video on where I polished these or tumbled these. These two I was least happy with. This one has a big fracture all the way through here, which might be in my slabs also. It will be in the slabs, but hopefully I can avoid it and at least get enough to make a pendant or something out of that. And this one, it's got some bad spots right in here, not real bad. This one's got a little more color. It's a little bit pinkish in here and more gray back there. But since there are two that I didn't like quite as much and they're big enough I can get a couple slabs out of, I thought I'd just throw them on the saw and see what happens. These two I'm going to have to hand cut probably on this saw or another trim saw that I have. Because they're too small to clamp in the vise for my outside saw. My outside saw I can just clamp them in, they go through automatically, but I'll be pushing these through. This one I probably can get in my outside saw. I didn't tumble this one because, first off, I plan to slab it, and it's got a bad spot right through here. This looks a little more porous than the rest of the rock. It kind of goes all the way through here, but I'm hoping I can get a few slabs across there before I hit that part. And we'll see, that part might not be as bad as I thought it was, so we'll see what happens. So, in case you missed these, you can watch the video about what these look like. I'll turn off the lights here in just a second and show you that this one's not nearly as nice as these two as far as glowing. It glows, but it's much more faint. And I just noticed something just before making this video that's kind of interesting. This one's actually magnetic. This is a neodymium magnet, and that'll pick it right up. So there's the magnet. And then the other one is not. That does not pick it up, either part of it. And I didn't try this one, so we'll find out together on this one. That one does not seem to be magnetic at all. Thought I heard it move. Nope. So for whatever reason, this one is magnetic. So I'll flip off the lights, show you what these look like in the dark, and then I'm going to cut them up, and next time you'll see them, they'll be slabbed up. So here are the three rocks that we're going to get slabbed. This is the one with the big crack through it. Not super dense pattern, but still pretty nice. I like it. It doesn't have to be dense to be good, in my opinion. This is the one that just had some bad spots at the one end, but this is probably my favorite one as far as the best glowing pattern. I really like this side a lot. So we should get some good slabs out of this. There should be some good patterns on the inside too. And then this is the one that isn't polished. You can see that part through the middle that doesn't glow at all. It looked different in the light, and it looks different in the dark too. You can see that stripe back there also. So this one doesn't glow nearly as bright as the other ones. It's not horrible or anything, it's just not as bright. And it's not because it's not polished, it always looked like this. And these always look just as good before they were polished and after polished. I can't tell the difference in the dark. So, the reason this is getting slabbed is just simply because it's bigger and will go in my saw easier. Alright, got them all cut up. This one is pretty boring on the inside. I did notice that there's a little inclusion of some sort in there, so we'll have to see what that looks like in the dark. I haven't looked at these in the dark yet. This one just looks a little strange because it's polished on the outside and dull on the inside. I think this might be the first time I ever slabbed a rock that I previously tumbled. And this one, pretty boring on the inside. On these two that were polished, I thought I was going to have to slice them all by hand. I was able to put them through my trim saw and take one slice off and then glue them to a 2x4. And then I could take them outside to my slab saw and run them through there. So I've got nice even slabs. So I'm going to turn off the lights and we'll take a look at them in the dark. All right, let's start with the unpolished one. There's that little white thing that we just looked at, and this is that part that wasn't Yooperlite on the outside. There was that stripe. There you go. All right, and then this is one of the two polished ones. Remember I was saying you couldn't tell the difference between where it's polished and where it's not? So right here it's polished, right there it's not. And you can see a little bit of reflection on there maybe, but it didn't make the fluorescent part any brighter. All right, and then here's the one that was really cool. And it still looks pretty darn good on the inside. So my question to you is, what do I do with these? I'm not sure what I should make with them because they're not going to look like this. And people have suggested getting some sort of a light to shine on it, or make a night light out of it. I've done a little bit of research, and the lights that make these look the best, they can't be run for long periods of time, and they're not small. So it's not like you can make a necklace and have a little light attached to it to make it look cool. So I was thinking maybe turtles. I could make a necklace out of them. But if you guys have any ideas, be sure to let me know in the comments what you think I should do with them. And remember that this is not a democracy. Just because you suggest something doesn't mean I'm going to make it. It's kind of like when my wife asks me which shoes look the best, and then she wears the ones that I say don't look the best. And she's holding the flashlight, so I'm surprised she didn't just hit me. Anyhow, give me your suggestions, and I will listen and perhaps make something and make a video of it. Thanks for watching.